So this is a huge market today, but it's about $400 billion today, and it's probably growing at 20 to 25% CAGR. So it's going to be well over $1 trillion by the end of the decade. And it's dominated today, the units are dominated by Chinese manufacturers. More than 50%, probably more like 60, 65%. So if you track that out into the next decade, China's probably going to be 70% of the market in terms of units, but it's very, very competitive. There are hundreds of companies worldwide, China, India, of course the US, that are going to compete, which is great news for consumers, because prices will come down, innovation will go up.
Let's talk about tech in China when it comes to the US. What are your thoughts?
So, as I say, I think the Chinese government is very supportive of the industry, and that's a consistent, they've got 10, 20, 30-year policies, whereas the US, it's different. And I think the funding mechanism in China, the support that they're providing, allows these companies to operate at very low gross margin. I mean, you look at the gross margin of many of these companies, they're in the single digits. So you really want, if you're a software-defined company, you really want to be in the 60, 70% gross margin. They're not even close.
Dave, what does it take for someone to be a global competitor when it comes to the EV space?
Yeah, I think there's really four things. First of all, you need an educated workforce so you can drive innovation. Second thing is you need a big competitive market, so buyers, you need buyers. You also need competition that's going to drive innovation, and you need infrastructure. You need infrastructure and public policy that's favorable. Certainly China has that. The United States has that, as we talked about, maybe in fits and starts. You know, India has maybe some infrastructure challenges, but really I think when you think about China v. US, I think US is going to lead in AI and software and maybe even full self-driving. Whether or not we get there, we'll see. And I think China's going to lead in volume economics.